Hi YouTube, welcome to this brand new YouTube video, which is actually a tutorial on how to create transparency effects on your watercolors. I am Amélie-Rose, I'm a fantasy illustrator. I use mostly watercolors to create my illustrations. For this tutorial you will need only a few things: a brush, a tube of white gouache, this one is from Sennelier, it's a French brand, and some water. So let's go! So you take your tube, you select the amount that you need for your painting, your area to paint, and you put it, I like to put it in a palette like this, and then you dilute the amount that you have chosen to use to the consistency where you can have a nice transparency effect. By this I mean that you can still see underneath the white layer like this. So I will show you close up. I'm using this ugly stained paper that I use for the painting that I showed you before, and basically you dilute your white gouache, and on the area you selected you paint over, and you decide which opacity you want to get. It's very easy, and then you can test on a scrap piece of paper like I am doing here, and then you will be able to use it for real on your painting. Now you just load your brush with your gouache and you apply it on your watercolor. You can see that I took some more water on my brush. I removed the excess, and then I tried to spread the first pass of gouache that I put to really spread it on the area, and to keep this given opacity I decided to use more water to spread it even more, so that I can slowly build the level of transparency that I want to render. Actually, you know that gouache dries always lighter than what you applied, so sometimes it's very handy because you can adjust things, but sometimes it can be a bit frustrating because you are expecting it to be white and to cover things up, and in these cases you'll have to apply multiple layers. So I just do the same. You load your brush, and then you put the first pass of gouache, and you add water on your brush, and you spread it on your whole area. If it's not transparent enough, add more white. Maybe you wait until it's dry so you can have more control. Or if it's too opaque, you can always remove the color with tissue. So you can see that it's really easy. You dilute your gouache, you apply it, you be careful on the level of opacity you want to render, and that's it actually. Just keep in mind that it's better to build slowly your layers than to go all the way and ruin a piece that you spend hours on. So just keep this in mind, and have a very good painting session. I hope you liked this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching until the end. It's only 5 minutes. I hope it was insightful and that you are willing to try this very easy technique for your own artworks. And do not hesitate to put comments down below to ask me about more precisions or anything that you want to share or to ask. And thank you so much for watching, and I will post the full painting process with watercolors of this piece maybe next week. Until then, subscribe to my channel not to miss any further video, and I hope to see you again in the next one. So bye bye, have a nice week.